One of the most popular plants to keep in the aquarium hobby would be the Java moss. It's hardy and super easy to grow. Let's sink into the pillowy beauty of this moss type and find out why it's such a beloved species for the hobby. Characteristics. Moss doesn't have roots. Instead, it employs rhizoids, which are like little adhesives that anchor the base of the moss to whatever surface it happens to be growing on. So if it doesn't have roots, where is it getting its nutrients from? Moss will use its stems and leaves as vehicles of nutrient uptake for the plant to survive and thrive. The stems of this moss can grow up to 3 to 10 inches long and are in an irregular pattern with delicate little leaves that protrude from the stem stalk. The leaves are oval shaped and no longer than 2 millimeters long, which overlap, giving it a real dense feel and look. Land-growing moss will have larger leaves, while submersed moss will have smaller leaves. New growth is usually a brighter, more vibrant shade of green, while the older growth deepens in color over time. Helps with filtration. In addition to helping oxygenate your tank, it will absorb and remove fish waste, excess food, decaying matter, and sometimes metals too. For the basic hobbyist, the primary reason for having this moss is to benefit the tank community by helping keep nitrates low and to provide some live plantings for fish to hide in, as well as newly hatched fry. But for experienced keepers and aquascapers, Java moss is high on their checklist for creating dreamy underwater landscapes that look lush, rich green, and highly desirable. The filtration in these setups is a bonus to helping keep clear water to admire the design. Ideal breeding zones. The moss can often substitute for a spawning mop for fish species who like to lay eggs on flatter surfaces. Considering it will help protect the fry, it's no wonder that it's a sought-after turf for breeding pairs. It's the perfect plant to incorporate into separate breeding tanks, as when the fish spawn, even adults can end up consuming their own eggs. Java moss will help protect and hide the eggs as they fall gently into the mossy layer. Food source. If you embark on any breeding of fish or invertebrates as part of your hobby, Java moss will become your best friend. Not only is it dense enough to protect your newly hatched fry and other tiny creatures, but it will consume algae off the tiny leaves. Baby shrimp and infusoria microorganisms will feed off the delicate-looking moss with gusto in breeding tanks too. So they will be another invaluable source of nutrition for tiny fry until they're old enough to consume larger food items. Tank requirements. The tank size you choose will be suitable for Java moss. Since it can grow on land or submerged, it won't matter how much water you have in the tank. Lighting doesn't need to be anything special, and they can thrive in low light setups too. The best pH range is around 5.5 to 8.0, with water hardness between 6 to 20 DGH, as they do well in soft or acidic water conditions. For more info, visit our site today. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.